Another beautiful afternoon here from the Philippines, and welcome to Tala Talks, where I share my everyday thoughts and everyday experiences. I'm super excited because, as you can see, this is our beautiful home. Welcome to Marahuyo, and I'm gonna tell you more about this. But in today's video, I'm here to talk to you about 5 truths about beachfront living, and we're talking about budgeted beachfront living. And for this place, I think when we talk about budget, it really depends on how much you're earning. It also depends on the currency, but in Philippine standard, if you want a place that looks very native like this, it looks very local, fast Wi-Fi, there's AC, you've got your own toilets inside as well. If you want to stay for a month, feel free to contact me or directly to the owners. I'm sure they can sort something out. But in a global scale, this is super, super affordable than what you'll find in other beachfront homes. So without further ado, let's start this video, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Look at our front yard. There's a lot of people surfing, so all throughout this video, I'll show you some clips of people catching the waves. It's such a beautiful day here. Welcome to the beautiful island of Surigao. We are at a region all the way down south. This region is called Mindanao, and I'm super stoked to be here. There's a lot of people right now just watching along the shoreline, and it's because surf's up. There's a surfing competition going on, and let's see, there's like a panel over there. Yep. Oh my gosh, yeah, let's flip the camera. Let me show you what the panel looks like. But people are out. I don't know if they're, oh, I think that's them actually. Let me just show you what the panel looks like. And there's definitely a drone. Oh, there it is. There's a drone hovering. Yeah, it's an exciting afternoon. All right, there's the guy who was flying the drone, but also there's the panel judging a bunch of these guys who are out right now trying to catch some waves. Let's see if we'll see anybody. All right, enough about surfing videos. The first one is you'll learn to live very minimalistic. And I say that because if you are living in front of the beach like this, with my experience, you just never know. Well, of course, you can always check the weather forecast, but should the weather decide to, I don't know, start raining, or if you need to evacuate due to earthquakes, or I don't want to say it, but potential tsunamis. We've just had an earthquake recently, and it's just kind of crazy that, you know, if you're living in a small home like this, especially if you're budgeted living, and you need to move out of your home as fast as possible, you don't want to have the burden of transferring too many material possessions. So personally, I travel with one backpack and another hand carry, and that's just it. I'm practically a person always ready to be immobile. If this video was called luxury beachfront living, it'll be a completely different story. So when you're on a budget, you'll definitely want to travel with very little or close to the bare necessities, and it's all part of the fun. It's all part of budget traveling, really. Also, for obvious reasons, minimal storage space. Because this is a budget travel video, you're not gonna get as much space as maybe you would like. So having less, I would always say less is more, but also I think in terms of traveling with very little, it keeps you more in a better mental space. You don't fuss about things. You have more mental clarity because visually there's really not much clutter to see. So yeah, I hope I've made sense with traveling and learning how to be more minimalistic. This is probably one of my favorites, and it is encountering wildlife at your home. Unfortunately, I don't have a clip of it here right now, but where I was living before, there was a garden snake, and again, it's called garden snakes because you know what? If I'm being very upfront, these creatures were here before us. This is their home. We should absolutely respect it and not be afraid of them and not want to kick them out. It's kind of like entering your friend's home and saying that you don't belong here. We're very lucky that these creatures don't really want anything to do with us. If we're talking about snakes or crabs or spiders or any other insects, I would say, well, I've seen so many different types of spiders, even rodents here, huge monitor lizards. There's another one called like a salamander, but there's another term for the salamanders are the ones who live in the on land and in water, but there's one that just purely lives on land. Again, this is their home, and we should super respect it and be grateful that we're here living in their home. And I hear a lot of people ask me because I'm originally from the city. I was born and raised in the Philippines, but I just became an island girl over the past years, and I would never ever go back to the city. Maybe I would just to say hi to loved ones and friends, but this is my home, baby. I absolutely love living in paradise like this. And when I see these creatures, it just provides me with so much curiosity and wonder and adventure, and it just reminds me that paradise and nature. Oh, look at that drone up there. Oh, where is it? There it is. So tiny. Woo! Paradise really wouldn't be paradise without the frogs, and we need the mosquitoes and flies because that's what they eat. Paradise like this wouldn't be it without everything else that comes with it, all the living creatures. So yeah, we should ever be so grateful and kind to everything else that exists around us. It's just impossible to say that Earth was built for human beings only. That is absolutely not the case. Let's talk about giving you a sense of freedom. Freedom. Imagine waking up in this beautiful, I would say, hidden paradise. I really love to feature homes that just blend with mom and nature. You wake up with all this fresh air. Fresh air, fresh ocean breeze. I really hope that you're getting a lot of the tropical vibes right now. If you come from a place or if you come from a country that's super cold all the time, man, our weather here is just so spot on. You've got fresh sea breeze. The phytoplanktons, I hope I'm giving the right information. The reason why many of us feel this instant wave of positivity and lightness is because the phytoplanktons that are coming from the ocean utilizes our carbon dioxide with a little bit of sunshine, and in return they use that as food and they provide us with oxygen in return. So it's not just like seeing the vastness of the ocean that makes your nervous system go into relaxed mode, but it's also literally what you're breathing. It's fresh air. It's you're utilizing all your five senses to come back to mama nature and to come back to a good homeostasis state where you're completely relaxed and stress-free. So there's one thing I wanted to say when I was studying this video about our nervous system. When you enter a small room, your eyes, I can't remember if it gets wider or the pupils get wider. Is it the pupils or the retina? But there's a portion of our brain that was once part. So there's a portion in our eye, which is the retina, that was once part of the brain. But in the very early stage of development, that part of the brain actually went to our eyeballs. And I do remember it's the retina. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like the shell bit at the back that holds our eyeball. But saying that, when we enter a small room, your eyes go into like, I don't know if it gets wider or big, but the pupil goes into like stress mode because it's like confined. And so you're very alert. But when you are viewing like the ocean or like the mountains, your eyes, I think it gets smaller or wider. It goes more into a relaxed mode because it sees all the vastness. And in that return, it tells your nervous system to relax because There's so much space to breathe. There's so much room for creativity. There's just so much abundance. So be careful with what you see. Be careful with what you breathe, what you think about, just everything, because it will really make or break your health, your well-being, and the quality of life. Obviously, when you've got a beautiful beach home like this, you are instantly connected with Mother Nature. You literally have just a few steps to walk from your home, and then this is your front yard. I mean, who doesn't want to step out of their room, grab your surfboard, and get ready to swim, get ready to surf, or get ready to sunbathe, whatever it is you want to do, moonbathe. No moons just yet, but the sun's going down. We might catch the moon, I doubt it, but imagine waking up to sunrise and sunset. So I think that when you do decide to do a beachfront living, and if you need my help, I am a Filipino. I've had the experience of living in the city and also living in an island, a beautiful paradise island like this. Feel free to reach out because I would absolutely love to help you out with your itinerary. Or if you just have any questions and you want to share your thoughts with me, by all means do that. And I'm sure we can talk about something where we can meet halfway and it'll be a mutual benefit for both parties. It's so exciting. Just a quick break to let you know how grateful I am that you've chosen to spend your time with me on this channel. If you've been with me from the very beginning of this channel, I just really want to let you know how much I appreciate you and your time. Without you on this channel, without the watch hours, this channel wouldn't exist. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. With that, I'd love to invite you to join my membership by clicking on the QR code on the screen. It'll link you to my Buy Me a Coffee page where you'll see photos of the plans. I'd love to create an edible jungle where we can feed the locals, we can feed tourists, we can just create a more sustainable lifestyle for everybody. That's where your support is gonna go to. You can also choose to join the membership right here on YouTube for your convenience. And with that, you'll get a lot of perks such as behind the scenes from yours truly. Once you've joined my membership, please don't forget to send me an email or message me directly on Instagram. And I'd love to show you where your support will go. With that said, again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for choosing to stick around with me in this channel. I love you so much. Let's go back to this video. Finally, the priceless quality of life. Even if it comes with all of these challenges, I mean, there's a lot of challenges that you'll probably face when it comes to budget beachfront living. I would say, and I think this might be too long to enumerate, but right off the bat, let's say, talk about trash collection, talk about when nature's fury decides to take over, earthquakes, typhoons. I don't want to say tsunamis, but it's not impossible. There's just a lot of things that you will have to deal with when it comes to living in a beautiful small paradise of an island like this. Definitely gossip and a lot of people that aren't locals, they see people living a somewhat better life than them. You might have some issues with security. So I always advise people who reach out to me to travel simply. Don't flaunt or flash your material wealth. Try to stay grounded, be humble, and learn the local language, because when you do, the locals will really treat you like family. And what you want to do is to be part of the family. So again, even if we have all these crazy challenges, nothing will ever beat what paradise, what this beautiful island called the Philippines can give you. I feel super lucky and blessed to be a Filipino. I love living here. We've got more than 7,700 islands, and I'm enjoying the sand on my feet, which is so incredible. So I hope that you're able to experience this sooner than later. Kind of interesting because there's like a lady in front of us doing a photo shoot, and she literally looks like she's got an attire from Coachella. Take a look at this. Ta-da! She is not ashamed. There's the photographer, and there she is. Is she even wearing heels? Oh no, she's barefooted. Thank goodness. And on that note, if you've made it this far in the video, I love you so much. I send you infinite positivity and possibilities. I really hope to see you again on my next video. I super enjoyed hanging out with you and having you around with me. Again, feel free to comment on the comment box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. This is our home over there. There's a surfing competition over there. There's some judges. There's a judge panel. Guys are out there on their surfboard. I don't know if you can see them. But in the other day, the swells were like over 5 to 6 meters high. So that's crazy. And then right behind us, there's a lot of fancy resorts as well. But personally, I like to keep it low key, with still the comforts of man-made stuff like AC, Wi-Fi. So I prefer something more native looking. And yeah, welcome to the Philippines. Ciao for now, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye!